executive session to discuss appointments, employment, discipline, and compensation of specific employees, hearings or student discipline cases and employee grievances, collective bargaining negotiations, purchases or lease of real estate, the status of pending or actual litigation, and special ed reassignment. The chair would now entertain a motion to come back into open session. Motion made by Mr. McGuire, seconded by Ms. Hannah, to come back into open session. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're now in open session. Folks, could you please rise?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, the next item on the agenda, item A, is the resolution in memory of Gerald Green. Dr. Batista?
Yes, President Shipley, members of the board, ladies and gentlemen. At the last school board meeting, the board charged the administration with formulating a resolution acknowledging the loss of one of our employees. As we were preparing this, I was reminded that Coach Gerald Green was a symbol and a sign of all that's good that can come out of the Waukegan schools. During the Christmas holidays, when I was notified that Mr. Green had passed away, I made it a point to bring my vacation to a close so that I could be present for the funeral. As I have shared with those who asked me, Mr. Green's funeral service was a testimony to the sentiments that I had heard about him. And every time I've heard his name mentioned, people have always stopped to say what a great guy Coach Gerald Green was, and how he overcame the obstacles of life and never sought any place of importance, but rather made a place of importance for all of the children and served as a role model for the children who were entrusted to his care. So therefore tonight I feel that it's befitting that we should honor the memory of Coach Gerald Green. And the resolution reads, whereas Mr. Gerald Dwayne Green has served as an employee in Waukegan Community Unit School District 60 of Waukegan, Illinois, for over 16 years, and whereas Mr. Green was a legendary Illinois high school shot put champion, All-American track and football player, and a member of the Waukegan Sports Hall of Fame, and whereas Mr. Green demonstrated his commitment and dedication to the community of Waukegan by working tirelessly as a coach and student mentor, and whereas Mr. Green overcame multiple physical setbacks to remain a role model of determination and fortitude for many. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the life and service of Mr. Gerald Dwayne Green be declared exemplary because of his contributions to the community of Waukegan and its children and families, so that the Board of Education extends its heartfelt and sincere sympathy to all those who mourn his passing. Be it further resolved that this resolution be spread upon the official minutes of this Board of Education and a copy given to the family. Adopted this 23rd day of January 2007. Fernando R. Shipley, President, Board of Education. Ronaldo R. Batista, Superintendent, Board of Education Secretary. Are there members from the Green family here present? Mrs. Green?
Yes.
Mrs. Green, on behalf of the district.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt this resolution as presented.
Motion made by Ms. Hannah to approve the resolution as read, and seconded by Ms. McGuire. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So let the motion, the resolution be adopted.
Ms. Green, on behalf of the Waukegan School District. We extend this to you as a very symbolic means to let you know that the loss that you share is also our loss, and we know that Coach Green is going to have it the other way, then we would in fact leave this so that it can be shared with you and his children. Thank you for allowing him to be with us at the time that he was with us. Thank you.
Come stand around.
What's happening at the high school, Coach Green and his memory?
Mr. Garrett.
Thank you, Dr. Batista, board members, executives. I was just sharing with Mrs. Green that on behalf of Coach Green, we will have a bold picture placed in both buildings in his memory. Also, we've come up with a $1,000 scholarship that will be offered to outstanding athletes that are going to college on his behalf. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Guerra.
Okay, moving along. The next item is the acknowledgement of the donations.
Yes, Mr. Shipley, members of the board. At this time, the Takeda Pharmaceutical of North Chicago was not able to be with us tonight, but I do believe that it would be in the board's best interest and the community's best interest to hear about their philanthropic deeds toward the Waukegan Community Unit School District. Takeda Pharmaceutical of North America began their partnership in our district 4 years ago. Originally, they donated school supplies and book bags to the amount of approximately $12,000. At the beginning of this school year, they donated school supplies and office equipment. In December 2006, they donated over $100,000 in audiovisual equipment. This included DVD players, LCD projectors, color televisions and carts, overhead projectors, and the like. Dr. Shipley facilitated the arrangement, and Mrs. Marge Zenos organized the pickup and distribution to numerous schools and district sites. A letter of thanks has been sent by Dr. Shipley on behalf of the Board of Education and me to the Takeda Pharmaceutical care of Mr. Steve Green and Ms. Sherry Randolph. They were invited to attend tonight's meeting, but neither was able to come. So I want the board and the community to know that our Partnerships and Education program is alive and well, and that we thank the Takeda Pharmaceutical of North America for their philanthropic acts toward the Waukegan Public Schools. Further, we received a notice today that $1,120 has been set aside for our organization by the TAP Pharmaceutical Products through the 2006 TAP Connected to the Community Giving Campaign. These are employees, and there were 2 employees who made it possible to do a payroll pledge, one for $260 and the other for $300, and the TAP Pharmaceuticals matched their giving to make it be $1,120 for Waukegan schools. So we will be coming forward to you with another acknowledgement and card of thanks to be sent to this group for keeping Waukegan in their thoughts.